Hi there and welcome back. In the last video, I showed you how to work with the Squarespace blog posting section, and you can create a blog post, and you saw how to create a blog post. In this video, let's see how we can design our home page. And you already have this home here, but of course I want to show you how you can design your own page. So we already have this that maybe you could want to use, but we don't really care for that because we want to know how we can work with any theme, any template. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a blank page, and then I'm going to make it the home page and delete this page. So I'll come here and I want to create a blank page, and the reason I'm creating a blank page is because I want to show you how you can create your own page regardless of the template that you're using. I'm going to name this welcome. Let me just name it as homepage for now, and then I will go into settings and I want to make it the homepage, set as homepage, confirm, and note that I'm using Squarespace version 7.1. So I'm going to come here and I want to delete this. And once I delete it, I can rename this one as home. So I'm just going back into settings and I can give it the title of home. And the navigation title, this will be home as well. And of course the URL, this will also be home. And of course we want to enable the page, and if you want to protect it via password, you can do that. Of course I don't want to do that, and I'm going to click on save. So if you click on the page, you can edit the page. Just come here and click on edit, and if I click on edit, I will be able to edit the page, and you can add page content. So since I chose an empty page, I have to choose a content type that I want to use here, and maybe let's say at the top here, let's say I want to talk about myself. Just select all that and say something like welcome to my blog. So you can see this went down, and this is something I can change via CSS. And if you need help with doing things like this with CSS, I have a video that shows you how you can edit your Squarespace CSS. So for this, I'm just going to write welcome to my marketing blog. If you want to edit the button, you can edit the button. Just click on it, and you can change the call to action there. You can add a click-through URL there. You can change the size as well. If you want to make it medium, you can do that. And if you want this link to something else, you can link to a page, you can link to an email, and all this you can add right here, and you can choose if you want it to open in a new window. So I'm just going to cancel that, and I can just put a hashtag, and that is going to act as a placeholder. And then I can click apply. So I do want this to be in one line, and also if you want to change the image, you can change it in the same spot. So I'll just click here and I can change this size, and I can change the size of this. And if you come here, you'll see this content width. You can make it medium, or you can make it large, or you can make it custom. Okay, so you can use this to drag and change the width if you want to, but I'm going to choose medium. And if you want to change the image in the background, you can do that as well. And I'm going to come here and you can click here to replace the image that you want to use. So let me find an image that would work with this content. And let me just try and bring this in. I hope it's going to fit perfectly. Or you can also edit the image if you want to. Just click there to edit it. You can also use a video if that's something that you want to do, but you want to use image. And if you click here to change the colors, it's going to take you back to the design page for Squarespace. So I will not do that now. And maybe you want to add something else down here. I can just click that, and you can even add blank. This time around, let me add blank, And if I add blank, I'd be able to add elements from within the Squarespace editor. So let's say maybe I want to add something different here. Maybe I have a video that I want to add here. Let me add a video, and I can go to YouTube and check a URL that I want to add. So let's say I want to add this video. I can just come in here, click on it, and if I come here, I can take the link. I just want the link, so I'll copy the link, and if I bring it back, I can paste the YouTube link. You can also use Vimeo if you usually use Vimeo. And you can use a custom thumbnail if you upload your custom thumbnail there. But I'm just going to click on apply, and maybe this is an introduction that you want to do with people so that they can know who you are. And maybe even before this, you want to add some text there, and you can add here, learn more about me. And once I select it, I can change this to heading 2. I can even make it bold as well. And I can put it at the center. So down here, maybe I want to add a link to my latest posts. What am I going to do? I can first of all give it the title, latest posts. Let me add a text here, and I can give it a title. And this one as well, I will give it heading 2. And I can make it bold as well. And of course, I can center it. And then I want to add something else. So as I said, I'm using version 7.1. You can just click on that, and you're going to add something. So I want to add a summary of my post. So I'll click there, and I want to add it. Let me add it in this manner. And I can choose my blog. Once I click there, it's going to choose my blog. If I had other content types that are collections, something like portfolio, you can do this with collections in Squarespace. Something like portfolio, blogs, and any content that is a collection, you can do that even with products. But I only have blog posts, so I'm going to choose my blog page, and I can come in here to change the various settings. Maybe I want it to be like this. You can change that, but I chose that. That looks better. And you can choose the aspect ratio that you want. You can see this is 3:2. Let's see if we use something different. 1:1. It's going to style the images as a square. I want to use 3:2. And you can change the column width. If you want to change the width, you can do that as well. You can change the width there if you want to make them larger. You can change the text size, make them large. And anything else that you want to change here, just feel free to play around with them. And you can decide what you want to post. You can show read more link, and it's going to add the read more. Which metadata do you want here? You can add that, date posted. Whatever settings you want here, you can just choose it. And for me, I'm just going to click apply, and that's pretty much my home page. And of course, down here, maybe you want to add a button. Somebody wants to contact me. I can just add a button there, and you can link to your contact page. And when I click there to search, I can link to my contact page. And I want it to, if you want it to open in a new window, you can do that. I'm going to save. And then the button, we can change that, contact me. And I will apply. Whatever you want to do here, you can even add a form if you want to. Just scroll all the way down until you reach this more section. You can add a form, you can add a newsletter, sign up form. And of course, this is something you may want to add. So I'll click there on form, and you can add your form. And if you click, you can design how you want your form. If you don't want any fields, you can delete them. You can see what you have there. And you can choose where you want to store your form. If you want to store them in MailChimp, Zapier, you can choose that as well. And you see here, it will be stored in your email. And it will be sent to your Squarespace default email for this website. And then if you want to change other settings, just click here on advanced and you can change. Maybe you want the link to go somewhere else once people have signed up. Once people have signed up or people have sent you a message, you can choose. You can choose where you want to send them. Maybe you want to send them to a certain link, just add the link there. If you want to send them to another page, you can just click there on content and you can choose a different page to send them. Or in this case, we're just going to use a post send message, and this is just going to display a message as soon as they successfully send me whatever message they're sending me. And you may want to remove some of this just to make your form shorter. And you can remove any that you don't want to use here. So I'll just click on apply and you can leave it as such. Maybe you want to add text before that and just say something like use the form. And let's assume that's all we need to do on this page. Now you can edit the footer as well. You can see some of this element. Some of these elements were added here manually. Like this one, you can see this was added manually. And you can change all this. If you want to change this, you can change it maybe to something. You can change it here. Just rename it to blog. And then you will select it and you can link it to the blog page. So as usual, just click on settings and you can choose a page and you link it to the blog page. And I'll just click on save and then I'll click on apply, and that's going to do that. And you can do the same for all these others if you want to do that. Like let's do the last one for home. Add a link and we're going to link to the home page, home page, save that and then apply. And then for your social links as well, just click there to edit your social links. You can add more if you want to. I'm just going to cancel that. And if you want to add anything on your footer, you can do that as well. If I click on that, you can add a type of content. Maybe you want to add a different type of a footer. You can do that as well and add that here. And of course, I don't want this and I'm just going to delete it. But as long as you click on this, you can add anything. That's the beautiful thing about working with a blank page. You can add as many sections as you want to on your page. So I'm going to assume that's it for my home page. And now what I can do is I'll just come in here and I'll click on save. And if I come back into the private window that we were using and I reload, okay, the site is private, but let's go back into settings and we're going to go into settings and then availability settings, and then we're going to make it password protected and we're going to give it a password so that we can preview it. I will save, and as soon as I come back and refresh this page, I'll put in the password, and as soon as I do that, you can see you can preview your site. So this is why people usually like to use Squarespace, because they design a very, very beautiful, and you don't have to do much to get a beautiful website with Squarespace. You just have to have a little bit of creativity and you need to try things out, and you'll have very amazing, very beautiful websites on Squarespace. So that's pretty much it for this video. And in this video, what I've done is I've shown you how you can design your page, and we designed the home page. So with that in mind, just go ahead and try and design the about page and the contact page. And that's pretty much it for this tutorial about creating your blog using Squarespace. So if you want to know how you can create your blog using Squarespace, just make sure you watch the playlist that I have in the description below. It has all these videos. You don't have to search for video one after the other. When you're watching it in the playlist, you can just watch them consecutively, one video after the other. And in the end, you're going to have the skills necessary to design your blog. So in the next video, let's just do a little bit of SEO. I'm just going to talk about how to work with SEO for your blog posts and for your general blog website. So I'll see you in the next video when we talk about SEO.